While since I put anything online, and I was really busy with my work, but recently things changed and I want to spend more time doing Unreal Engine stuff and gaming in general. So yeah, I'm shifting my life a bit and except stuff that I have to do in Unreal Engine that is work related, I wanted to start a very small passion project, just make a really small game in, let's say, a week. And I've been watching recently a show that I really liked online, which is called Expanse, and I absolutely love this show. So I wanted to make a small space game that would be like a space shooter, but I don't want it to be fully 3D and bloated and totally over the top. I would prefer to make it smaller and, let's say, top down, like in the old Star Control games that I really loved. So let's make a new project. And I'm just starting completely clean. Let's think what we might need. Okay, I would use probably Able instead of Gas Companion because I'm going to run abilities not on a character but on a pawn. Let's see, do I really need AJR Pro? Probably not for this one. Auto size command for sure. Uh, Not really. Easy ballistic always. Electronic nodes always. Not this time. Yes. Extended library always. Do I need anything else? Oh yeah, definitely 6 Dove. This will be useful. Skin decal, that might be useful. Smooth sync might be useful. Widget thumbnails. Okay, so just those for now. And let's restart the project. Okay, so let him build shaders, and in the meantime I need to think what asset packs could be useful here. I would love to use a Polygon, so Cindy Studio assets. Uh, I uh, I really like them. I purchased almost every asset pack available from this Polygon series, so you can see a lot of it coming soon on my channel. Space effects is only 60 megabytes and it got stars, planets, stuff like that, and it got also some blueprints that will be helpful here to speed things up. Okay, and we definitely need some effects. This got some cool targeting. Okay, stylized effects, this will be useful. This is more about spells, so it's not that useful. I think I also had, yeah, cartoon impact. This one is really nice. And this is not being updated, but it doesn't really matter. It's just particles. So I guess that's everything for now. I might also need a sound library. For sure I will need a sound library. So let's just go through sounds. Music. Not really. Sound effects. Let's see. No, 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 no. Not really. Those are actually more of a music and yeah, no, 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 maybe, no, no, no. Okay, I will just install the Ultimate Sound Effects bundle. It's really big, but it does the job. It's like 6 gigabytes. So while this is downloading, I can already start setting things up. That's not going to be a problem. So we got all those packs, and we need to do our own folder. I'll just call it expense, because why not? Set a color for it. I like to use a color that is very distinguished from anything else I use for the main folder. Okay, and now inside here we need definitely blueprints, and we probably need gameplay. Okay, so in gameplay we'll need base game mode. We'll go BP tests game mode, and we will need player state. Player state, okay, select, and we need to call it BP player state. Okay, something like that. And do we really need a controller? Probably not, but we do need a pawn. And this is the first time I'll be using pawn instead of character, so there will be a lot of mistakes done in this video probably. BP Starship. Okay, let's go here, open this guy. Don't go to the other monitor, I don't need you there. And let's say let's use our player state, and let's use BP Starship spectator class. Okay, so everything else stays the same. We might actually use AGR Pro for we might use it for the inventory. Inventory could be really useful. Let me think. Yeah, but we might do without it. If we need, then we will. Okay, so let's go here, and let's go here, maps, and let's just load demonstration exterior. Funny how it doesn't have to reload shaders. Okay, so this looks like a very solid map that has already a lot of ships placed in here. You know what, this is very good for just testing stuff. So what we're going to do, we're going to copy this, we're going to make a maps folder here, and we're going to just make a copy. Oh, you know what, before I do that, let's check the other packs, because SpaceFX might have also a nice example map. Is this all animated? Yeah, some of those are really fast. Okay. That's really nice. Let's go into overview. Okay. This is really nice. So those are star spheres. Very nice nice ones. Oh, nice. Okay, so there are 4 of those. Those are planets. And you got rings. You got gas giants, asteroids, BP comet. Nice. Laser. I don't really see it. Okay. Comet gas trail. Sunlight, sun halo. So those are particles. Nice. Oh. My computer was slowing down really badly for a second there. It's doing good job. 48 FPS is enough. Yeah, let's definitely go with the style of this polygon. So let's go here. Let's just take the demonstration of the exteriors. Let's copy it. Copy here. Let's call it test map. And let's make it default for everything. And let's do some project settings. Okay. Yeah, we don't have to set it at all, but we want some inputs for sure. So we want access input, which would be thrusters, and that would be now I'm thinking about it, like this would be rotation. Okay, yeah, that will be fine. W is 1. And we need turn, and this will be A and D. S doesn't really do anything. Or you know what? Let's add S. Like, we shouldn't go backward, but we'll do like braking functionality at least. Turning A and D. So A is plus, D is -1. And let's find now post process volume, and let's say exposure. No, this will be like 1.2. This will be like 0.3 maybe. Because it's super bright. Let's see the light settings here. It's movable. It's just 1, okay. Oh. Okay, it got so many directional lights. I mean, isn't that a bit heavy to have so many lights? Okay, never mind. Let's put a start. And let's let's get it up to a level of the big ships. Okay. And let's make our pawn. So let's go here, test game mode, let's go back here. Let's make a new color, which is just blue all the way. And let's make a new color, which is just white. Okay, so here we got our starship, and let's modify this guy. So first of all, we definitely need a static mesh. That's going to be our root, and we want to say let's find something cool. Ship fighter, galactic carrier, heavy. Let's just make a heavy fighter for now as an example. So we got this guy. And what we need now is the 6th of movement, and we need our pawn to go into our class defaults. None of those. Replicates. Yes. Okay. Okay. Now this. Replicate inputs, replicate movement, client authoritative movement. Okay. And let's think about how do we want to set up everything, right? So this is responsible for like drone or spaceship movement. This is a plugin from Marketplace. So let's take a look at that. And by the way, I want to see if there's any live chat. So just a second. Where is it? Where is it? Oh yeah, there's a chat app. Let's go there. Okay, and I go to chat just in case. So yeah, we got this from Marketplace, and I've checked the example project, and it's quite straightforward when it comes down to how it's being set up. So we set wind to nothing. We are using gravity as a vector, which is nothing, so we are overwriting gravity right now. Non-physics sub-stepping, let's say the minimum frame rate is 60, max steps per frame is 12, that's fine. Movement, okay, that's probably going to be something bigger. Speed right up. Max speed up is going to be 0. I want our spaceship to move just in on a one plane. Inertia, so this is how fast he's accelerating to the top speed, and we want absolutely frictionless movement. Was the clamped? Okay, let's just use frictionless. You know what? Linear will be fine. Because we don't have any force that is pushing us back, so when we add to our thrusters we start accelerating linearly, so that's fine. rotation max speed, so this is probably in degrees, and this is also, what does custom do? No idea. Okay, let's say that it is frictionless, and then we have the collision. Let's say that there is a collision margin, which is just very small. Collision max duration, restriction. So he's checking the root mesh of the spawn for collisions. I don't have to do it myself, which is great. And then we of course want to replicate movement. Do we want client authoritative movement? Let's say that yes, this is not a competitive game. Movement replication frequency. If we are client authoritative, we don't need it to be that high. It can be lower. Okay. Translation input space. So we can do it in local space, in actor space, in word space, and input rotate space. Obviously, okay. Yeah. Okay. You know what? It's probably because my stream is on the other monitor. So now that it's on the same monitor, it should work a lot better. Does it? The frequency of the monitor somehow is interfering of the recording. Nic nie poradzę. Okay, I can try to change my microphone. Maybe. Let's see. Okay. So now I should have a different mic. And my default microphone should be this one. Okay, did this help? Did it get any better? Okay, so I'm out of ideas. I can only end the stream. That's the only thing I can do at this moment, and try something with the settings. But I don't know why he's acting like this. It's not the microphone fault because I am now using a different microphone. not that bad. Okay. Okay, so now we get to the autopilot rotation settings, and those settings basically say that we might want this guy to, for example, auto level or do rotation damping. So yeah, I guess we want him to auto level, and we want him to keep location damping, and we want him to use the app vector, which is Z. That's fine. Let's make it a bit stronger. Okay, let's do it like this. And let's go here, transition damping. Okay, so we want to just use location vector, and we want to say 111 transition damping. Yeah, definitely on the Z. Movement capabilities. What is that? Oh, okay. So those are just from movement component itself. But I don't really have to change anything about it because he's just using the default locomotion type. And I might want to constrain this guy to a plane, right? So I might want to say that I want him to be constrained on the Z plane. Wait, I don't need origin. I need constraint normal is 001. Okay. That should be about it. So now we need some inputs. Okay. So for inputs, I should have something here. Get active access. Oh, this will be useful. Input. Does it have something like input? Add input vector, consume input vector, get last, pending is move input. Okay, so it's probably just this. How is it being done in here? Okay. Can always just check tutorials if that will be necessary. So I guess that this should be it, and set look at vector. Okay. Set. Okay, so all of those functions that are useful, they get set on the beginning. Plane constraint axis. Okay. Oh, there's a set forward input. That's great. So this is the first thing we're going to use. We're going to say, how did I call it? Three stars. Okay, I made a typo, obviously, in the inputs themselves. Thrusters. Okay. So we get thrusters, and this is just a direct input, and the component is taking care of the replication. And now I have turn input, and I have set up input, set. Okay, let's get set all inputs. Set yaw input, roll pitch. Okay, so this should be this. In theory, this should. Oh, yeah. I need to redo this. Oh, and I think it's in project settings. Scroll down. Or editor preferences. Which one was it? Yeah, here. Auto size comment, default color. Let's make it black. And let's say no random color. Because I don't like those random colors. They're annoying after a while. Okay. And and this guy obviously needs a camera. So spring arm, and let's make it like 2000. Let's rotate it up, and let's add a camera at the end of the spring arm. Let's rotate it. Let's rotate it, and now this spring arm, we don't want it to inherit values because we always want to look from only one perspective. So let's see how badly I broke it. Oh wait, it's this. PP Starship, fine. Standalone, fine. Are there multiple starts? Oh yes. Delete this one. We only now have this one. Okay. So W works. Wow, rotation is broken completely. Wow. That's interesting. Let's go back here. Let's say do not do collision tests. And camera should not inherit anything, and it doesn't, so that's good. And this doesn't as well. Okay. Let's try it again. Okay, he's moving in the weird direction. And when I'm rotating, this starts to happen. That's definitely not as designed. Okay, so let's go back here and let's say, so if forward is not forward, we can say set right input. Okay, so now he's moving forward. Let's get his maximum velocity to something more reasonable, like 10,000. Wow, okay, this is really broken. Why though? Let me think. Maybe with rotation lag it will be... Oh no, it's even worse from the start. Why is this doing that? If anyone has any idea and seen this happen, I would appreciate a comment. That's really annoying. Because actually put it at a slight angle. Oh, maybe being completely up is not helping him much. Okay, but I have some input issues. So when I'm rotating, I should keep on direction vector. It's probably this. I don't need this. If I don't constrain to plane, that shouldn't change anything as well, at least for now. Direction, input, rotation, space. I mean actor space, probably. This is fine. Okay, so now he's accelerating toward where he is currently looking, but he also stops immediately, and I don't want him to stop, which means that in our movement, linear, okay, so this is, should this be 0 for him not to stop? No, this is just meaning it's instant. Frictionless probably. But he still stops. So he shouldn't. Okay. Do we have damping? We have... Okay, let's do no rotation damping, and we might want rotation to be linear. Instant. Okay. Okay, and also when I go into project settings and inputs, this is -1, this is 1, and we don't need this at all. Okay, let's go back here. So funny, when the camera is perfectly straight up, it starts acting really weird, but if you put it at even a slightest angle, it goes back to normal. Funny. Okay, let's make it like 4,000. That's pretty much what we expected. We might want... yeah, he's slowing down really badly. So let's go back here and let's say inertia forward. By the way, this was instant, right? So if I set to zeros, okay, nothing happens. I make it 1. Okay, let's make it like 0.6, I guess. No, this will be smaller. And we do want to limit this character movement, so I will see if this constraint does the thing, or do I have to constrain the mesh itself? When we hit an object, do we... Oh, okay, we no longer go up. Come on. Go this way. Okay, but we might want to see where we are going, so let's do something like this. Tick. Let's get velocity. And let's say that if we are local controlled and player controlled, so if we are player local controlled, want to update camera spring arm set length, and this is a value where we have minimum of 6,000, and our velocity, well, you know what, just our velocity. And instead of setting it like this, we might want to do just interp 2. This is the target, this is the value, or delta seconds, and let's make interp speed of 10. It will be more smooth. And this is smooth camera bone. Okay. So now, the faster we go, the further the camera gets. So we actually see where we are going, and we got better control over our ship. Okay. Okay, so this is pretty much the behavior I was looking for. Now, how to make this guy turn faster? Should I just, like, this is an input, it should be just a 0 to 1. So if I multiply it by a value, it shouldn't change anything. At least it shouldn't. And it doesn't, okay. Which means that this is always 0 to 1, so the actual speed of rotation is being controlled here, so it will be this. Okay. Okay, yeah, that works. Let's maybe change this spaceship to something even bigger, like a cruiser. Yeah, that's a lot better. Okay, so he's now constrained just like we wanted, but can we do a different kind of constraint on the z-axis? So this is This is the inertia, and by the way, frictionless. What does the clamp do? Oh, okay. It doesn't allow you to speed up indefinitely, so we probably need to bump it up 10 times. Oh yeah. Oh, that's crazy. And without clamp, oh my god, without clamp I can be even faster. I can be ridiculously fast. Okay, I completely lost control. So let's say frictionless clamped, and let's make it like 50,000. So how fast is that? It's like 50,000. So it's like 500 meters per second to, so that's 1,800 kilometers per hour. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, but I don't like how... Okay, I need to change the damping then. Oh, max speed up. Okay, so, oh, but it's not... okay, never mind. Let's try this again. Okay, but I want him to keep going in the direction that I already gave him. I don't want him to turn when turning. I want him to be able to fly this direction and look different direction. So probably okay. Oh, this was fine. So this, let's try actor space. Nope. Let's try this one, and let's try all of those settings until we find the perfect one. Okay, so this is what I want, but he's still turning. He stops turning at... how to do that? Maybe word space. Oh, okay, so now... No, this is the worst. Okay, it's actor space. We want the input to be put into actor space. but I want him to not turn. Nope. I want this drifting. How to remove that? Okay, this is the control input, that's fine. Actor space input, rotation input space, also actor space. Clamp movement input. What are those clamps? No idea. And without auto level, not really doing much. Okay, those are things I'm definitely not touching. Okay, if I didn't take this, this is ignored, so I can just ignore this. Okay. No. Again, where is he again stopping? It was this damping? Yeah. So 0.01 was enough. Wow. Get controller. What if we get controller and we set controller rotation? And if we set control rotation into velocity, easiest from X vector. And what if we just do this? And now we go here and say that it's input rotator space. But this is doing the yaw input, so this is not going to work properly. No, this is not going to work as I intended. Yeah, this is going actor space. Why at this speed he's acting like this? And I mean, is it because of the clamping? Oh, it might be. Yeah. So this is the locomotion I aim at, but I don't want this speed to be so ridiculous. But it just keeps on adding up. So you can go into ridiculous values very fast. And requires active stopping. Okay. I know that I can also use simulate physics, by the way, 98 tons. And say no gravity. And no damping. And on collisions it should react differently. Yeah, so now he's like spinning. Oh, he got pushed up. That's not good. So I guess he's not really constrained. So this constraint to plane doesn't work. So I have to constrain. Okay, mode XY plane. Yeah, so now he bumps into things a lot more realistic. Okay. And we now need more more power from the... Why am I changing this? This is irrelevant. This is important. The right inertia. Because that's what we are aiming at. That you are moving in one direction, but you are also you can very fast change your aiming direction while moving, and you can like do this strafing rotation around your target. Okay, so this is... Can I do it like this? This is irrelevant, I guess. Okay, so I guess we got basic locomotion for the pound. This is working fine as expected. Let's maybe bump up the speed a bit. We might even change this to 0.35. This to 0.9. Ooh, I think I collided really badly there. Okay. Okay, does it mean that in the collision settings here I can turn off collisions? Oh no, okay, that's fine. So let's test this in multiplayer. There's beep sound coming from your mic. Yeah, I know. There's something really wrong with the settings of the mic. I have no idea what it is. I could just make this stream silent. That's the only other way I could do it. Let's test it on dedicated server to Windows. So you got this guy, he's moving normally. And this guy didn't even spawn properly. I wonder why. Let's go into our game mode. Let's open it up. And there should be, well, no, I don't want to make a new function. I want to override. I think it was this one. Yeah. So what we want to do is want to do a delay of, let's say, 2 seconds, and then we want to just spawn there should be a just one of those functions. Find player start. Yeah, spawn default. Okay, we can just get a default pound for controller, and from this pound we can we can see what we can do here. I mean, there should be an easier way to do it. Why can I call it? Why can I override this function but I can't just call it? Default pound. Okay, I can get this. Spawn. Okay, I can just do this. So on post login, I can just do this. I can say find player start, and this is the player, and the incoming name. So this is a tag of a player start to use. So this is blank. So this should be good. Okay, now it broke for the second player. I wonder why. Like this guy works, the second doesn't. Let's just copy, paste, and let's just move it a bit. And there should be a player start tag. Let's say 2. This will be 1. Let's see if this even works as I think it should. Doesn't found the second player. I mean, why? It moves the camera to 0, 0, 0. It's so odd. Okay. We definitely need to fix multiplayer. Maybe it's because of this map somehow? Or our game mode shouldn't be a base game mode, maybe it should be a full game mode. I mean, it shouldn't have any consequences really. How I make the blueprint wires straight? There's a plugin for that I can show you. It's called Electronic Nodes. It's from Marketplace. It costs I think like $20 or something, but I just love it. It makes everything so much cleaner. When the lines are intersecting, it is so much easier to just follow where they are coming from. So I highly recommend it. It's like my favorite plugin of all times. start. I have no clue why this is happening. Why the second player? It's like the pawn is not replicated, but it is. Okay. Okay, so it did call twice. I mean, no, not construct objects, actor. Oh, okay, because this is a cost 2 pound class, and it obviously is. And what we want is spawn actor from class and at this transform always spawn the instigator is, well, this is a pound, so there is no instigator, and the owner is this controller. Let's try it like this. Okay. Oh, interesting. Oh, that might be it. It would be great to oh no, this is a function from controller. So yeah, definitely possessing would be a nice thing when you're spawning. So yeah, I was spawning a second ship, but I didn't get possessed. Okay. Players, let's just make it an integer. And increment it on each player. And not get actor of class, but actually spawn point. What was it called? Okay, player start. Find player start, and the incoming name is just this number. And this player start is the one that we're going to use here. Okay, it's closer, but they're still too close, I guess. Oh yeah, they're very much too close. Okay. Oh yeah, I can see them. Yay! Let's get back. Why he's so jittery? Oh, maybe it's because of the physics. Maybe if I don't simulate physics, it actually gets less junky. Oh, my constraints stopped working. Interesting. I am still constrained, but does it work when I am in standalone? Oh, no. Okay. So I have to constrain to Z. Yeah, I have to. Okay. So let's do 2 client of a dedicated server, and let's see. Oh, he disappeared. Interesting. Okay, and he appeared. It's probably because of the net relevance. So actually for ships, when we have replication, we should say always relevant. At least for those guys. Okay, what's happening here? No, okay. So on collisions, he doesn't change velocity. But now, when I constrain them, maybe it will no longer be as jitterish. It kinda is. Okay, and what if I say in the replication that I don't want it to be authoritative on the client. I want it to be authoritative on the server. Let's make it back to 10. At high velocities, it's getting really jittery. Yeah, super jittery. Let's get back to client authoritative. And it's even worse. Now let's get back to this setting, client movement replication frequency. Let's increase those. I wonder what this does. Okay, now it's super jitterish. Oh, I can bump it above 1. That's interesting. It is still jittering like crazy. Let's make it like 5 and see what happens. I can test as just one client until we get something that is at least slightly smoother. Maybe it's because of those speeds are really, really high. Or maybe it is, after all, physics. Maybe it is this physics setting, but I like this physics setting. It makes everything look a lot better when you're playing. Oh yeah, now it's super smooth. So how to make collisions actually stop your input? That would be nice. Okay, at least it's smooth. Hello. Space pirates and zombies in 3D. Nice. Yeah, like have you ever played Star Control? I especially love Star Control 3. It's a very old game, but it's a very good one. Okay, so we got this ship, it works, and now we can make children of this ship that share some of the settings, but honestly most of them will be completely different. What we need now are weapons. So let's make a weapon. Blueprint, it will be, well, an actor, BP, PMC template. So this will have a skeletal mesh, which is basically a turret. This one will be the standard one. So like in Expanse they had those PMC turrets that were just, you know, targeting any missiles that and torpedoes that were going their way, and they were also very potent on short range combat. So let's do this guy, and this guy, can we do a cone? We can do a cone, that's great. Okay. Okay, so let's think like what can be its, oh, you know what? Can we do, oh, we can actually do pound sensing. That is so great. Okay, so pound sensing. Doesn't have to hear anything. Only sense players know. If true, will perform visibility test and will trigger notification when a pound is visible. Default true. Enable sensing update. Hearing threshold. Sight radius. It's more of a 50,000. Okay. But I want to rotate it and I want it to okay, but this sends only pounds. Oh, that's terrible. I need to do something different. Let me think. Oh, and by the way, we'll need definitely a blueprint class, which is an animation blueprint, and we need this turret single 02. It's this one. BP PMC single 2. What did I just write? Okay. And we just need a look at and look at. Okay. And we need the base of the turret and we need the first part of the turret. Okay, that's not working well so far. Okay, variable, we need target, and target is a vector. And we want to say look at target, definitely not this, bind to target, and this bind to target. So target is 0, 0, 0 right now. Which is just here. So let's make the target like 10,000, 3,000. Okay. So that's definitely not working correctly right now. So let's go here and say yes, do use lookup axis. The lookup axis is Z and this is 0. Okay. Look at clamp interpolations, not important. It's not in local space, it's in word space. So this Okay. Wait, let's just do first part. So the base itself, right? And let's make the target 1000, 1000, so we know that it's at an angle. So let's do it like this and say 0, 0. So it's looking forward, and now it's 1000, 1000. Okay, it's turning as it should. And 1000, and we don't want to do this, so we want to say lookup vector. Okay, and we want to say lookup axis is, I think, Z. Okay, so now he turned towards it, but he is trying to maintain the Z rotation. But this is not ideal as well in local space. No. Nope. Damn it. So this is the 1000, 1000, 1000. Okay, so it's doing this. Ah, finally. Okay, so we're locking X. But that's not correct as well. Oh, lookup axis is actually here. Here? How did I... Yeah, this... Wait. I already set it in some experimental old stuff that I have here. I was playing with turrets that were auto-aiming for a different project. Let's find it. Okay, we got this turret. So let's see, how was it set? So yeah, Z is 1, so this is 0, and it's local space and up axis is Y. Darn it, yeah, it works. So if I now put this to 10,000, he would still keep this, and minus 1,000 he would go this way. Okay, so now we just need to take care of the second one, which is the gun itself. So the gun itself has also Z1 up, and it is in local space, but it's not looking the up axis, it's ignoring it. So I can set everything here. Okay. And connect this here. And it's almost working. Oh, 100, 100 was closer than the barrel, so that didn't work well. So now 3000, 0. So this should be local space. No, I guess it shouldn't then. Let's see. This is still one. So now the target, let's make it like 3000, 3000, 3000. And I mean, I think the preview is bad. Oh, yeah, now it is good. So now this turret is actually aiming at the vector that we provide to it. So what we need now is an interface. So let me check chat again. Okay, so we need an interface. Let's get this blueprint interface and say BPP PMC BPI PMC underscore interface. So we want this to have that interface, because we cannot do try get pawn owner because there is no pawn owner. So we can't use any of those, but we can use a function which will be a setter called set target. And set target has an input of target location, which is a vector. And if we go here, okay. So we got this, and now we can go here, say get anim instance, and we can say set target make this a macro. Set PMC target. Okay. This, and that. So we got this macro now. And on tick, we might to get instigator. Get instigator controller, which is directly into the controller. We can get no, we want to cast to player controller. And if we got it into player controller, we want to get under cursor by channel. So we need to hit result by channel. And actually it would be great to have a new channel. So edit project settings, collision. It's here. Okay, object trace channels. Let's make a new channel and say everything ignores it, and we'll call it targeting. Accept. So everything ignores it, but our starship doesn't. So what we need to do is to go here, say custom, and say targeting block. Okay, and where there is start, what we need is a plane. Okay, you can just set in 0, 0 and 22,000 where we are right now, and we just make it like colossal. You know what, even bigger. Okay, and now we need a new folder, and you know what, we even need materials, and we're going to make a material m_invisible, and this is a masked material, no, not translucent, masked, and we have an opacity mask which is 0, so this is an invisible material, and we're going to put it here. So now we have this invisible plane, and this invisible plane is going to say collision preset custom. No, character cannot step up, and it absolutely blocks targeting and ignores everything else. So this is just a targeting plane. And now we can go into, oh, okay. Plane. You know what? Start, and we're going to just copy the exact Z and say plane. So it's in the intersection of our character. This is perfectly the same height. So now our PMC can get trace. Let's compile under targeting, no complex. And if it got a hit, want to get the hit location. And just to have a quick view of where this is targeting, let's just add an arrow. And let's attach the arrow to the cantling. And we'll rotate it. And now make it not hidden in game. And scale it, like X will be 3. Y will be 200, no, it will be 3, and Z will be 300, no. Oh, so this is like 300, okay. And now we know where this is aiming at. So we can go back to our ship and we can say viewport, and we can add a PMC somewhere. So let's do it in the worst possible way. Child actor, yay. Like, you should never use that, but and I'm going to swap this method later. I just want to use it really fast to just get this guy up here. Okay, like this is a good location. So yeah, I want to see if this guy is targeting, but to do that, in event graph we need begin play, and we need to get player controller, or no, what other way, custom event, because we're doing this for multiplayer, owner init, and this will be running on owning client reliably. Get controller, you know what, get player controller, because player controller 0 is always local, and we just want to say, yeah, get controller, get player controller, and we just want to say set show mouse cursor true. And event possessed, when it's possessed we just want to initialize the owner, because this happens only on the server. So this is init by server once, and this is stick. And PMCs, they are taking care of targeting by the instigator automatically. So let's see if I hit, let's do standalone, let's hit play. For some reason it's not doing anything, so let's go back here. Oh, I know why. That makes sense. Here we haven't gone into event graph and we haven't implemented the target. So we got set target, implement event, and we haven't implemented this event. Update target. Okay, seems it's not working, but we can debug it. Oh, okay, another thing, we haven't set the anim graph here. Okay, now we do. Watch this value. Okay, and let's go into our here. No, not this one. This guy, event graph. Watch this value. And we should have an object. So this is one, so we have to stop and we need a new window. Okay, there's something wrong with our controller. I guess we need to make it after all. Gameplay, blueprint, player controller, select BP, expanse controller, and we can go here and just say that we want to use it, and here we can say definitely show mouse cursor, enable mouse over events, yes, and click events. No, not really. And of course attach to pawn. Okay, so now that we have set this up, we don't really need this, but let's leave it as is. In our control we might want to change default click trace to targeting. So this is true. Okay, watch this value as well. Does it even hit anything? Oh, maybe we need to trace complex. Maybe there is no simple collision on the plane, probably. Oh, again, I forgot. I need to be here and hit play, so it's a new window. Cast to player controller. It just gives nothing. It doesn't go through it. Okay, get owner. Okay, this is the problem with instigator controller. This is the problem when you have child actors. This is one of many problems that you got with child actors. Let's delete this one. What we actually want is going to viewport, and we need a location and rotation, so just add arrow. PMC. Okay, and what we want, even in no, we can't do it in construction script. On begin play, we want to spawn actor class, and this is the PMC template for now. Instigator is self, owner is also self, and this helps a lot. Get actor transform, that allows us to specify the transform, and you know what, now we want this. We want world transform. And once we spawn it where the arrow is, we want to attach to component. And the component is static mesh. And we want to keep relative and keep, oh no, we want to keep world. We want to keep world, and the socket is none. So now, if I hit play, oh, it seems to be working. See that? And now I can rotate into one direction and fly in any direction, and I can aim in a different direction. So this is basically what we are aiming for. And he's really aiming in 3D. So if I aim really close, he starts aiming down. because he's aiming at the aiming plane, so there might be some intersections, but we got this, right? So let's now make this actually a weapon, and let's add a EB barrel component, and let's say that there is a spread of a big spread really. It does inherit velocity. Fire rate minimum, let's make it 20 by 20 full auto. Or make it even Gatling, and let's make it like half a second burst out, burst down, cycle ammo. For now, let's make it unlimited, and we need a class of a bullet. So let's go into blueprints and let's make a bullet. We got the bullet, let's call it BP minigun bullet. And let's make it, it's like what, 100,000 meters? That's excessive. Let's make it like 20,000 to 25,000. Spread and everything is being controlled somewhere else, and we want to have debug enabled, no pooling, because this is for multiplayer. We need to make sure that it is replicated. And what else there is? Safe launch. We might actually want to make it a shotgun, and we want to say client side or aim on client. How was it called? Oh no, it's in the barrel settings itself. So let's go back into PMC template, barrel. Client side aim, yes. Pshk! And okay, we got debug, let's make it shorter. And let's make it wider. Okay, so we got debugging, and now we got PMC. So we got this interface, and we might want to give a function called trigger, which has an input, which is a bool value, and the PMC itself is using this interface. Cat near the computer. No, cat on the computer, like literally on the computer, and he was trying to eat my screen, which is not very nice of him. Okay, implement EB barrel shoot, because Gatling spoon is automatic. Okay, yeah, it's automatic. Okay. Oh, and we need to, of course, implement shooting itself. So we might want to add a variable called weapon or PMC systems. PMC systems, which is actor array. Oh, and of course, I forgot important thing. Replicated, and we don't want to use owner relevancy. We don't want it to be always relevant. and we don't really care about movement, I guess. So just replicate it. Okay, let's just add this weapon. And now when we hit left mouse button, we want to get PMC weapons and say for each. We just want to get this weapon and say trigger message and say yes. And when we release, we want to do the same for everyone. I want to say no. Okay, but I still haven't added to the array. No, I have. So I spawned this, I attached it, and then I added to an array. And from this array on the left mouse button, I go through them. Okay, am I testing a multiplayer? No, it's a standalone. So this should be almost fine, but let's make it multiplayer all the way. So has authority. Only authority can spawn actors that are replicated and attach them. They will get replicated as well. And then these PMC systems need to be replicated as a variable. So when we call on it, we actually can. So let's wait, let me move it to another screen for a second. Okay, so this is not working. Let's see why. Wait. Why I have two spawned? That's interesting. Oh, okay, yeah, I know. I haven't specified the class of the bullet to be minigun bullet. So there's that. Let's make it not infinite. Let's give us 1200 bullets and let's see. Okay, so this weapon system gets spawned twice for some reason. No way, let's see. Let's go here and let's find... Okay, there's this one. There's only one. So in theory, it should work, but he's still shooting. Oh, okay. Where's that PMC template? EP barrel is attached to skeletal mesh, but it's not attached to any bone, which means that it is attached to its root. And we want to attach it here, and we want to actually rotate it. So it is 0, 0 and 90, and we can also move it so it doesn't hit itself. Okay. Oh yeah, we are shooting now. Okay, the spread is absurd. We need to narrow that down for sure, but in general it's working. Like 3 times less. Let me get it here. Okay. And we also want to increase the speed of the bullets for sure, because spaceships are really fast. So let's get back here, minigun bullet, and let's say that it will be 40,000 and 43,000, which is actual speed of a normal bullet from Kalashnikov or something like that. Okay, and one last thing is gravity. We are overwriting gravity, it's none, it's just 0, 0, 0. So now when we are shooting, we are correctly shooting. Okay, sometimes this collision handling is just destroying me. Okay, I guess we are way off the aiming. You know what? Instead of having this aiming plane, but no, aiming plane's fine. But we could do it differently. Maybe we should do it differently. Instead of doing this, we can say cursor position or something like that. There should be position, get mouse position, and we can also get screen or get resolution. I'm pretty sure we can get the resolution. Yeah, we can get this, for example. Wait. Let's make a format text. I want to check. Boom. I want to check how this is being handled. Okay, so this is from 0, 0 here. I was hoping that maybe it's going from the middle and going plus, minus and stuff like that. That would allow us to target better, but no. Okay, so the method that we have for targeting right now is the most It's not the optimal, but it's the most effective one for sure. Okay. Now this is super fast. I wonder if we can make it like lag a bit at least. That would be nice. Okay, in general, the main premise of the game works. Let's see if it works in multiplayer as well. So let's test it. Oh, this guy is better reference. Wait, okay, I thought that maybe it broke. Oh, this guy even sees those bullets flying around. Okay, stop. Okay. What else can we do for today? Let's make a torpedo. Why not? Let's make it just as torpedo, that's it. Let's make an actor, call it BP torpedo. And what we need is obviously a mesh. Torpedo. And we need what? Missile? No. Rocket? No. Oh, there are missiles. Oh, I like this guy. Let's make it root. Three. So this is a classical rocket. Rocket. Mine. Okay, let's make it. Okay, this guy is cool. Let's add particle system, which is the jet. And I'm pretty sure that there should be like a booster. Okay, booster round, we got this, that's great. Let's make it 0.1, 0.1, 0.25 and 0.25. Okay, and let's call it booster, and we might need another one. So particle system, unfortunately not Niagara. Smoke, and let's find nope. Nope. It's going to be one of those. Maybe it's here. Polygon, sci-fi, FX, booster, bubbles, exhaust. What is exhaust? Oh, perfect. It's this one. Okay, now this guy, he needs to block almost everything, but not really. He's ignoring targeting, he's not block. Okay, visible this. Yeah, everything of those. Simulate generates events, which means that he needs to simulate physics. Let's do that. So now on hit, 1, 2, destroy actor and print string. No, let's do a print text. And let's do a format text. Hit target is other actor's name, and then you just destroy the actor after printing. So we got this. We're not doing anything on tick, and now we need motion. We also need a target, which is an actor, and this must be exposed on spawn. It must be exposed on spawn. So what we need now is a projectile movement. Okay, initial speed, let's make it small, like 3000. Max speed, let's make it like 100,000. Let's make it 10,000. 100,000. Shoot bound angle. Oh, and of course this is replicates with movement replication. So is coming projectile, accelerations, make it like 5000 magnitude, and begin play if target is valid target. Then if it is, we want to set or how is it, homing, set homing target component, get root component, and this is your new target. Okay, so in our starship, let's do a right mouse button and let's do custom event, and yeah, server torpedoes. And this is run on server reliably, spawn actor class, and this will be the torpedo class. Oh, and again, torpedo must ignore gravity, and our projectile has projectile gravity scale of 0. And actually in world settings we might want to say that our gravity is 0, just in case. So, okay, so there's no gravity, it is okay, this should work. Getting back to starship, spawn this, instigator is self, owner is self, target is get all actors of class, static mesh actor, and length. Okay, so we need it before we spawn. Get a copy, random integer in this range, and this is the new target. So basically a random target from all actors in the scene. And spawn transform is get actor transform. And now we want to split. Rotation is our rotation, location is vector plus, plus vector, and we want to just spawn it beneath our ship. So it was like here, and we wanted to spawn like here. Or you know what, we can actually add another arrow and call it torpedoes, and we can now move it forward and down, and just spawn them here. So we can get world transform. We don't need this anymore, we can recombine. And this is the word transform, collision, always spawn, do this. Oh, and torpedo, because it has an owner, want to say that other actor is not equal owner. So only if it is not the owner we want to explode. Like in the actual game we want to be able to hit ourselves, but not now in tests. Okay, and now we need to just on left click server torpedoes. We might need a torpedo counter. Okay, so our torpedo explodes with us immediately for some reason. Interesting. Let's go into viewport. Oh, okay. First of all, yes, definitely. Second of all, you know what? Yeah, let's put it down here. We can even like put it down here or something. And when we hit play now, it doesn't seem that they are spawning anymore at all. Interesting. Why is that? Let's test standalone. I just moved it here. So server torpedoes only if owning client execute on server reliably. Yes, spawn this guy. Okay, let's ignore this for now. Okay, so they are spawning. Okay, they're just so freaking tiny. Let's make this like 5, 5, 5. Which means that this will go to 1, 1, 3. Okay, it rescaled everything else as well. So now they're a lot bigger. I can barely see them. Oh, okay. So this scale is 5, but I am always spawning at a scale of 1. So that's why adjusting their size didn't matter. Let's get back here. Okay, I hit myself immediately. Okay, let's adjust his speed back to, let's say, 7,000. Let's get into our torpedo. Let's go into projectile movement. And let's go back here. So initial speed, let's make it smaller. Let's get max speed to 60,000. Rotation follows velocity, please. Remains vertical, no. Okay, maybe now they will start rotating better. What is he doing? Why are they flying like this? Also the homing magnitude. It's like, no, let's make it like 500. And this is going up, so we need a scene component, I guess. And the scene component need to get to be the new I probably need to rotate it and move it a bit back. Let's see. Nope. Okay, also now we again need to do it like this. I guess the magnitude of the homing is way off. Let's make it no, come on mate, you have to be the scene root for sure. Let's see. Okay, I'm back here to 5. Okay, we're going somewhere with it at least. I should check into my old project again. So this is working fine. I just need to adjust the torpedoes. I guess I do need a scene root. So I do need a scene component. And I need to make it the root of it. And I need to adjust this. So I'm guessing that physics on the torpedo is no longer an option. So now it's purely movement by projectile movement. So my projectile movement homing magnitude, let's make it like 3000. That will be solid turning. 5,000 to 50,000. Okay, close. Okay, and again 1 1 1. Just copies from here. Oh yeah, now it's going somewhere. Let's follow it. It's speeding up. It's definitely going for something. Or you know what? I think it will be more fun if I spawn them and make them try to hit me. So instead of getting this as a target, we're going to set ourselves as a target, and we want those torpedoes to be, well, first of all, faster, 10,000, max speed 100,000, and this homing acceleration 5,000. Okay, let's see if I can target myself with those torpedoes. So they should be chasing me right now. Oh, they're still going. But I want them to be constrained as well to the plane that I am at. So I probably have to constrain this scene rule, but I can't. Okay, so I have to constrain here. It's constrained to Z plane. Okay, let's make them even more responsive, and we don't really want to constrain to plane. Let's make it the same as starting velocity. Oh, it's going after me. 6 more. Boo, I could see them going. Whoa, they just passed me. They seem to be flying really fast. Okay, let's maybe lower the max velocity to 30,000 and make 20,000. So this should do a compelling. I mean, where are they? They should hit me by now. They're not doing a very good job. Oh, okay. Whoa. I got hit. Whoa, okay. I like how they're doing ribbons around me. NFT asteroids. No, not NFT. That was just one time video and everyone just let me know how much they hated NFT topic in general. So, okay. Uh, if we constrain to Z, we probably should constrain to Z because this is more of a 2D game. And none of them can hit me now because they're spawning too low. Whoa. Okay. So torpedoes will be really deadly. And that's the point. Okay, that's enough for today. Next thing I'm going to do is make PMCs to auto-target torpedoes and rockets and other threats, and you will just fire PMCs by hand, but you won't be targeting them by hand. So yeah, and let's just test it in multiplayer, and the best way to test how they could shoot each other would be here, get a reactor of class ship, and now for each loop where it's not me, so if it's self not, then spawn a torpedo, and this is the target, which means that now if I test it for 2 players, 2 as client, in theory I can like fly here, just stand and just fly slowly, and if I go, oh wait, let's do it the exact opposite. Let's fly with this guy here and just cruise slowly and get back to this guy. If I fire torpedoes, oh, authority, that's one thing. Second thing, I think with the spawning, how to make it a target. We want to get actors of class for sure. We want to get ships. We want to check each of them and want to see if get controller is a player controller. Cast to player controller. I want to see if this is not equal. Oh wait, I did the opposite. Oh my god. Okay, we want to just get each actor and we want to see if it's not equal self, and if it is not equal self, on true we want to spawn, not on false. Okay, so now 2 players, this guy just casually flies away and this guy is launching torpedoes. And they are not homing. Why they are not homing? Because target is not replicated. Okay. What? Print string. Wait. Ah, we didn't set any target. That was the problem. Okay, again, this guy casually cruising away, but this guy ooh. There he is. Oh, and he got hit. He got hit again. Oh, I am already far behind this the arena where you can play. Ah, oh, get back there. My speeds are ridiculous. Okay. Okay, but it works even on multiplayer. That's enough for today. Thanks for listening. I will try to continue this tomorrow, but I still got a lot of work in Unreal that is a different project that I can't show yet, but hopefully soon I will be able to. Yeah, thank you as well. See you guys soon. Bye.